Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 49 of Making Meaning with Joel Corda. It's been busy around here. Been doing a lot of different stuff. Did a bunch of traveling. Saw a lot of good art. Got to hang out with my son quite a little bit, which is beautiful. But one of the things that occurred on Friday night was I got to spend some time at the SIP with the Haddock family. And that's Tiffany and Dee and Bob and Scott. And a year ago, Scott had commissioned me to write a song for his sister. And what that entailed was kind of going back and forth between the two of us on a Google Doc and just trying to lock in some things that would have made that would make a really special song. And we recorded it for her last year. And on Friday, I got to play it to her and her whole family. And I know that it was important to Dee to come hang out and be at the SIP. And it was very meaningful to me. So I want to play that song for the Haddock family. It's called Song for Tiffany. Hey sis, does it make you mad? Nothing about the times we had. Would it change the world feels about you? If only they knew. Good thing you have the goods on me too. Hey, Tiff, has it been so long? You know I've had it all go wrong. The goofy side you only showed me. Hey doc, can I get a little dose for free? Give me that high five, sing a little song, rubber chickens for doves as a sign of love. Sing with me. Hey sis, did you hear the one about the guy who thought life could be your fun? Sit down, this might make you laugh out now. Lord will never be a part of that crowd. Hey sis, did I get this wrong? So no, I can't say it all in a song. Things about you can't be said out loud. Just know your little brother is so damn proud. The way you use your hands, the way you share your mind, the way you walk through this world so kindly. Sing with me. Please sing with me. Sing with me. Yes, for the Haddock family, here is word for our sponsors. right. Red Eye, Nadine says. Such a beautiful song. Makes me get teary-eyed. Thanks, honey. Appreciate that. Yeah, we went, Bruce and I got to go to, we were heading to Spokane ultimately, but we got to stop in Missoula and see the house he's going to be living in, and it was awesome. It's a beautiful place, and I just think it's he might be living a charmed life a little bit. He's got it's within walking distance, like blocks, very few blocks, I should say, from his place to campus. It's half a block away from a park where they were playing just a beautiful outdoor concert when we were going through. Chris Grosser is right there. It's just, kid's got it made. And I know he's going to have a great time with his buddies there too. And I think that was maybe worth the whole trip. We went on to Spokane to go see the Old 97s, who I think that's my fourth time seeing them, and it was fantastic. And Bruce got to see some real club rock. We're there at the Knitting Factory, and it was really lovely. So I had a great time. I think he had a great time. And I'm going to sing Nadine's song for her. I don't want to leave you alone tonight, so I'll just take you with me. You can show me the sights. There's just one girl I want to see, 'cause I'm more than need you. Well, I can't look another way. Would you say that I have sinned? There's no taking this in stride. We know just where to begin. After all your storybooks have lied, and all those lies told in the dark, I won't let them break your heart. Hearts like ours were meant to be, chasing more than in-betweens. If you'd only come with me, you can show me what the night means, where each word means I love you. With everything you do, I just fall apart. Cause I'm more than need you. Well, I can't look another way. Well, I don't want to leave you alone.
Strength, story, steel.
That's O'Boyle's Steelworks.
Every knife we forge is one of a kind, built to last, built for you. From custom blades to hand-etched detail.
Each piece carries history in its steel.
Whether for daily use or as a showpiece for generations, we craft it by hand right here in Montana. Find O'Boyle Steelworks on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, and Patreon.
Strength, story, steel.
That's right. The O'Boyles and Red Eye supporting the show, doing some good work out there. This Friday, I will be out of town. I'm not going to play at the SIP this weekend. I'm going to go play at the Bale of Hay in Virginia City, and I'm going to stay the night there, and I'm going to play the Cherry Festival. I think it's like the first annual one. A guy named Sean that's bringing his cherries up from Flathead and just trying to start something cool. So this weekend, if you're in Virginia City, if you're in that area, come see me. If you're going to be in Great Falls, I want you to go see my buddy Cale, whose interview I taped a couple hours ago. Original music, original things going on. There's going to be I talk about it in the interview, but there's a show at Luna on Friday. It's Tyson Hobine's photography show, and Cale's going to show up and play all original music, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. So I want to play my interview with Cale for you, and I want you to enjoy. Almost a year ago, Cale joined us to talk about the Spacement, Midnight Fistfight, Dirt Wave, and the work of creating more opportunities for original music in Great Falls. At the time, Midnight Fistfight was preparing to release its first EP. Since then, that record has landed. The band has released the new single Bamboo Harvester, and another EP is now on the way. Cale's also stepping out for an all-original show this week at Luna Coffee, Friday at 7, playing for Tyson Hobine's photography show. Which, when it's being original, it carries a little extra meaning in a town where original musicians often have to build their own stages, audiences, and opportunities. So, what did the band learn from its first release? Where is the new music headed? And what does it take to keep an independent music scene moving forward? Welcome back to the show, Making Meaning with Joel Corda. Here he is. Ready, roll. Our man gets the applause. Wait for it. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's
You
good
got
to be
it,
back.
man.
Yeah.
I know you're on a schedule because you got all sorts of stuff going this week.
Yeah, a few irons in the fire.
A few.
Yeah.
You're building a ramp today, or you were building a ramp.
Yeah. Yep. Helping a friend out with the project.
Moving into out of town.
Moving out of town.
To permanent space, possibly a recording studio type situation.
That's kind of the long-term goal. Yeah.
I love it, buddy.
Yeah.
Let me get to the questions because I don't want to waste any of your time, man.
Well, you can waste my time. I like you.
Yay! Almost a year ago, Midnight Fistfight was preparing to release its first EP. What happened after you let those songs go?
People listened to them, and the people that really like them listened to them so much they got sick of them and have been hounding us to release these other ones. So
I mean, lovely, but it's only been a year.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Don't rush the art.
And we actually got them recorded fairly quickly because we have quite a few songs that we've written and wanted to get those out. And as we practice, it seems like we're always writing more. So we got another batch ready to start recording after we release these. But once you get them, recorded and tracked, then I get to sit down for hours on end and mix. And
that was it. You are the producer of this thing.
Yeah.
Now, is anybody else mixing at all? Anybody else producing?
The band is lending their ear to things.
I don't like that at all.
So
you have to be extra democratic.
Yeah.
Not just as a band member, but then as the producer.
Yeah. And Parker, our drummer, helps quite a bit with, this sounds a little off, or we could use a little something here, or this needs to change. Okay. And most of the time, they're very valid points. But there's been a couple times where I'm like, you're just gonna have to deal with it, Parker.
There's other times where you just go, let me move the dial on.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'll turn that up a little for you. I've got the phantom knob.
I love a good phantom knob. What did releasing the first record teach you that directly changed how you approached this one? Because I imagine the time that it took was way less on this one.
It was considerably less. Yeah, just getting more familiar because we just use GarageBand. Like our budget for this has been $0 other than the investment of, all of our band gear and everything.
Well, and
but
time and talent.
yeah,
Yeah. It's not nothing.
But yeah, getting better recording levels right out of the gate,
Good.
having clearer inputs, so that you don't have to do as much mixing. So you've got your levels a little more balanced coming into the computer. And then just learning more tricks on how to, I can add reverb here and echo here and getting a little bit fuller sound because we are tracking one instrument at a time. It's not live. So getting that live sound without being able to really play it live.
Which band member is the hardest? And I'm not talking about ability. I'm talking about capturing that thing because the drummer's got to be steady more than anything. And sometimes he probably has to take out stuff he would be doing live. He's got to simplify. Really?
He does, but he doesn't.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And Parker, luckily he can play fantastically to a click track. So he can do that really well. And, but he does, he can be a very busy drummer too. So I think there's been a couple times like, okay, this doesn't have to be the greatest drum fill in the world.
Save it for the live album.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that, and I'm only saying that because that was my experience when I was recording as a drummer. It was do half of what you're doing.
Yeah. And then I say that, but then he pulls it off and it is, that is one of the coolest drum fills I've ever heard. Let's keep it.
There we go.
That's the take. So
is it your sound that's the hardest to capture then?
I have the most difficulty, I think, getting my guitar tones and things to sound the way I want them to sound. And I think as far as the most difficult, Parker and I spend the most time reworking our tracks to get them to sound just right. Jerm, our bass player, he's rock solid. He usually comes in, he's like, all right, 1, maybe 2 takes, and he's done. Jesse, you've heard him sing.
Yeah.
He's
good.
Yeah. He can usually nail it in 1 take.
They're all solid. Do you ever wish you could record as a whole band?
Yeah, and I hope we can get to that point. Yeah. My friend Aaron Jennings that lives in Missoula, who pressed our vinyls for us, he's working on he's got a studio over there in his garage that's really cool. And he's talking about just providing a service to record your band live, and you can take that and do whatever you want with it.
Perfect.
So I think that would be fun to get to do that someday.
And we've got some buddies that are trying to do that stuff too. It's part of what you wanted to do in the Spaceman too.
Right, yeah.
How has the Spaceman evolved lately?
It's been devolving due to moving. Some personal belongings are stacking up as we shuffle from this apartment to the house. Shayna's nephew moved out of town, so we've been. He had to get rid of a bunch of stuff that we didn't really want him to donate, but because some of it had a lot of meaning. So right now there's boxes and boxes of stuff. We haven't been doing shows down there, and we haven't been practicing as much down there. Summer, everybody's busy. We've had, I think, 3 shows in July. Yeah. So basically, we were just leaving our gear at Elevation and
doing it from that way.
And then just
did you? I don't think you had the role at Elevation last time we spoke.
I might have just started. I've been there. It'd be about a year, I think, this month.
Tell the people what you're doing there.
So basically, I'm just booking bands we do a weekly trivia on Thursday night. Well, it's like Family Feud style type of thing. And it's different than anything else that's in town. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
And then we do live bands every Saturday night. And then on occasion, if, like we had class reunions, they might want a band or a solo musician to play. So we'll kind of line that out for them.
Right.
And
or
then
the Soap Girls will come through.
Occasional touring bands that you get them when you can. So yeah, and the Soap Girls was our first ticketed event because they had a pretty large guarantee. Yeah. They are from overseas, and it is extremely expensive to get over here and tour as a band and get through customs. And they had some horror stories of trying to get through the border.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet. We You and I both in the last week went and saw the old 97s too. One of our favorite bands. Now, yours was way different than mine because I think I got the rock show. Mine was like an hour and a half pure. I showed you I got the set list too.
Yeah.
Bruce got it. Your guys had you had more issues at yours.
Yeah. Yeah. And from having a little bit of experience of doing sound for bands, I really felt for the guys that were doing sound. They had, I don't know, 2 minutes into the first song of the 97s, the entire front of house just disappeared. They blew something, couldn't figure out what it was. The monitors were working fine, so I don't think the old 97s knew that there was an issue, really.
Right.
So they were just rocking and rolling and going, and the crowd's like, turn it up. And like, well, turn what up? There's nothing to turn
right.
up.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone. So yeah, while they were trying to figure out that mess, Rhett, the singer, and Murray, the bassist, just walked up into the crowd, like from me to the wall from us, and just did a song. And it was really cool. But
which one did they do?
oh, you're putting me on the spot. I don't remember which
I bet
one
it was Valentine. Because Murray was just singing.
Because yeah, he does the backups. I think it might have been. Yeah.
we
But
go.
it was really cool. It was one of those moments where like, oh, it sucks the PA broke, but this
wouldn't have happened.
way more memorable
Right.
than just a standard show. Yeah.
So then they just turned the monitors around and played that way?
Yeah, they spent probably 20 minutes kind of switching things out in sheer panic mode. And finally they just took about 3 of the front of stage monitors and turned them around. Sounded pretty good. They were able to finish out the show.
It's almost like they've done it a few times.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would say it was at a college. So I'm thinking maybe they were students, maybe in that department.
Yeah.
So it was probably a really good learning experience for them.
I don't know that I'd want Ken mad at me.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. And the old 97s were super chill about it. Like they handled it very professionally. They didn't turn
Right. They weren't mean
crybaby about it.
Yep.
They're like, these things happen.
This is what we're going to do.
And Rhett's like, I would love to keep singing to you, but this isn't sustainable for my voice to yell,
Right.
without a microphone.
Right.
So, yeah, but it was a really cool show.
I love it. Let me bring up the artwork so that people can see. There it is. Was this a Kyle?
This is Kyle. Yeah, I think he's been on your show once.
A few times.
Once
I'm
or
wearing
5
one of his
times.
shirts.
Yeah.
Done my website. Did this poster. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what is do we have anything we want to talk about thematically? What's happening?
It's kind of Day of the Dead.
That's right.
Themed.
Well, I mean, Jesse put on a whole parade.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I've never seen one person organize.
And he organized that within like less than 2 months, I think. He had the idea, and then we're like, "That's a great idea, man, but are you sure you can pull it off?" He's like, "I'm gonna pull it off."
Oh,
And he did. And signups are now open if anybody wants to sign up for the parade.
Do it next time.
Yeah. So he's already rolling.
So what we need to do is weaponize Jesse by telling him he can't do stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey man, I bet you can't sell 1 million of these albums.
Yeah.
He might like seeing this.
Yeah.
We'll see. I've tried to get him on the show. He says he's too shy, but the last time I've asked him a couple. He seemed a little more receptive.
We'll keep working on him.
Well, maybe I said you could have Cale come and hold your hand if you really want
Yeah.
to.
I'll hold his whiskey for him.
There you go.
You just sip on that.
can
I'll
sip
loosen
on
him
that.
up a little bit.
Wear some sunglasses.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy that should not have stage fright.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we all do it. Let me see. Do you think the band sounds sharper on the new one? Because you've been playing more. I mean, you were pretty sharp all along, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I think it sounds a little sharper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it closer to live? Is it closer to what you were looking for? These are kind of trick questions.
Yeah.
Actually. And it's not fair to ask you this, by the way, because I know what it's like trying to make those decisions.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
to say, well, how close is it to live? It's like, maybe not at all.
I'd say it's pretty close.
Because they're live
It's a little bit
takes.
closer than the last one.
Okay.
Because there's a little bit more layering on this album. Some kind of neat things. Gabriel Vasicek lent his throat singing to, and it just, and that's something we can't always do live. But he did perform it with us recently at a show, and it just sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's another really talented musician in town that does very interesting things. But
You're really big on collabs, I would say.
yeah,
Not just from the music, but from trying to get the Spaceman to be something bigger than just the Spaceman.
yeah.
You're building these community events essentially, and like, which came first, the photography show or the original music at Luna this Friday?
I think it was the photography show.
Right.
So yeah, Tyson was like,
So
"Hey,
come
do
play.
you want to come play?" Yeah.
Right.
And he's, I need 45 minutes to an hour of originals. I'm like, well, solo on acoustic guitar when I typically play electric in a rock band, like I can pull it off, but it might sound a little thin in places. But it's
It's gonna be great. That's all I do, buddy.
right.
That's all I do. You're gonna be great. What? How are you doing it? How are you preparing it? What's that's different for you?
Basically remembering the words to song, because a lot of the songs I'm going to be performing are older songs that I wrote. Some of them going on 20 years ago that I haven't really performed in a long time. But I've about finished. I have 3 days to finish. I've written a new song, so
What's
I'm
that
going
one
to try.
called?
I don't have a name for it yet. Yeah.
Okay. And we're not premiering it here tonight.
No, I mean I could no. It might be a good practice
You're
run.
like, no, thank you. Well, thank you, jerk. That isn't putting on the spot. What makes a riff belong to Midnight Fist Fight instead of one of your solos? Like, what makes it a solo song versus a Midnight Fist Fight? Or you've been a part of Dirtwave before. Dirtwave's all covers, though, isn't it?
We've got a sprinkling of
Okay.
originals that we would do, yeah.
So what
but
makes
it's
you
from other
decide where
covers.
you put what you're writing?
I think it depends on how well it would lend to my voice and vocal style, or if it would be something that Jesse would go along with Jesse's vocals better.
Okay.
A song like Tokyo Massage I wrote in Hell City Kitty, and I used to sing that one. But then when we showed it to Jesse, he kind of brought it seemed to work really well with his voice.
Cool.
So just like, you take vocals on that one.
How is it for you to relinquish that kind of? Because it was your song, you were singing it.
Yeah.
How did that feel, or do you even care?
I care a little bit. It felt a little weird because that was kind of the first one I did that with.
Yeah.
And but part of it was liberating because like, oh, I can focus on what I'm doing on the guitar now.
Right.
I can make the guitar parts maybe a touch more intricate. I don't have to worry about singing,
Right.
and they can be a little more spot on because I can get a little loosey goosey in my guitar playing. I'm not the most technical guitar player in the world. I don't know if you've heard my solos.
I don't know if you've seen me never solo. So, sorry. C'est la vie.
Yeah.
I think that just speaks to you being a collaborator and serving the thing that you're working at.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's a song or a space or a concert, it's more about the thing that's happening
Yeah.
and the bigger thing. So that's to me, that's a big making meaning theme, right?
Right.
You have to, if you want the best art, you got to take your ego out of it a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
And-
think a big ego it destroys collaborations rather
Destroys
than helps.
bands,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
How long has the band been together?
Gosh, I want to say 3 or 4 years.
Mhm.
4 years?
I haven't heard about any fights. I haven't seen any
No.
when I show up. And I'm trying. I'm like whispering to Jesse, yeah, Parker said that you poop your pants all the time, and it's real.
We've had a couple scheduling snafus, but no, this
Right.
is like, people have families, people have jobs, people
Yes.
have lives.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the band isn't really the most important thing. Your family life, you got to have income, and this is supposed to be fun. So I think we do a really good job of keeping
Of
it
keeping it fun
fun.
and keeping it about that.
Yeah.
And doing better than just, you're not some cover band.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't do covers. I don't have a problem with cover bands. But I'm saying you're obviously going for something bigger,
Yeah.
So giving up the vocals so you can rock it harder it's a tribute to the kind of collaboration that I see it doing.
Yeah.
So
And if there's a song I feel strongly about and I want to sing, then
yeah,
those guys are fine with that too.
Yeah.
And Jesse will pick up a tambourine or a vibra slap. He's got a whole toy box of things to play with, and he's also a really interesting guitar player. He says he's not good, but he'll come to practice and he'll show me a riff. He writes riffs and songs like every day, on his lunch break, and he'll come to practice and he'll show me this little ditty, and he does a little kind of weird style of finger picking.
Sure.
And he'll show it to me, and it'll take me a half an hour to wrap my head around
what he's doing,
the timing, and and that's really cool for me. It's like, okay, I'm stepping out of what I'm used to doing.
Probably because you're a little more technical than you think you are.
Probably, yeah.
And his voicing is very original because
he doesn't have those boundaries in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
So that's a lot of fun. So that part of Midnight Fist Fight's really cool is, and then Jeremy will kind of listen to what we're doing with guitar parts and vocals, and he'll write a cool walking bass line or something. And then Parker does his drums. And then, we'll kind of start working on a song, and a couple days later, I'll just get a random group text from Parker. He's like, hey, what if we did this or made this sound like that? Or, so it's kind of fun. Everybody has quite a bit of input as to how songs come about.
How democratic are we?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're saying it's even during the recording process.
Yeah.
I think that's a level of difficulty, but it probably comes with the best results.
Yeah. Yep. And you can make lots of little tweaks, but then it comes a time where it's just like, okay, let's stick a fork in it. It's done.
The song's sturdier, it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm sure you can mess up a mix.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's still, the song is the song. What did you guys deliberately avoid repeating from the first EP?
That's another good question.
I try.
We avoided. I tried to use more live mics, miking my guitar amp rather than going direct into
the computer,
the interface. Yeah.
And you feel better about that sound? I
think so, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit truer sound.
What kind of mic did you put on it?
Oh, one of those flat ones,
It's a flatty. The 500 Flatteroo. I don't.
One of those
the least technical guy.
Pronounced Sennheiser.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a little rectangular flat one, and you put it right up against your speaker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
What one, now have you been playing them live, these songs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, they're all staples in our set list these days.
How long can you play without repeating and going or having any covers at this point?
Probably, I would say a solid hour and a half.
Right where the old 97s lived.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty
And, I think anytime you play longer than an hour and a half, people get bored. If they're coming to a show to see a band, to actively see a band, that's a long time to sit and stare at a band.
Yeah. That changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
In the span of our lifetimes.
Yeah.
I think the only guy I've seen pull it off longer is Springsteen.
Right.
And U2, because they make it a huge spectacle. There's other stuff to look at. But I think it was B.J. Barnum from American Aquarium talking about 75 minutes. Like after that, you're kind of tacked. They better be with you.
Yeah.
But isn't that wild?
I love the shows where there's like 5 bands and every band plays a half an hour.
Me too.
Or 20-minute sets. And it's just like, that's a good format for punk bands and stuff.
I went to a show, I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to rip on the artist, but the opener played for 70 minutes.
Oh, that's too long.
You wore us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too much.
Like, I'm pretty sure people, didn't go to see the opener.
Right.
But maybe,
And then you see people leaving early for the main act.
Yeah. I think I saw Ryan Adams once. We were in Atlanta. He played. The Cardinals opened. He played with them. Like he tried to be incognito, wore a stupid hat or something.
Sure.
And then he did his set, which was 2 hours.
Of course.
And then he came back for an encore that I think lasted at least another hour to an hour and a half. He played out the theater. Like he played people. There was like 50 people left.
Did you stay?
Yeah.
You were one of them.
Yeah, we drove down from Chattanooga. We're gonna
watch the
get
whole
our
thing.
money's worth. Yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
I saw him once with the Cardinals in Boise, and I'd missed 2 albums. Like I was up to date, and then like took a year off, and I only knew 2 songs.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going down a rabbit hole the other day of like bands that have written songs about Ryan Adams, because he's not a great guy at all.
Well, yeah, he started it with the old 97s.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a because I knew that story from way back.
Yeah.
But there's a great picture of them together with Ryan Adams wearing an old 97 shirt, and like they squashed the beef that I don't think the old 97s were ever really interested in.
Right. Yeah.
Other than getting a great song out of it.
Yeah.
But they don't say who it is.
No.
Yes, it's the Isbell.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else has written the?
I think Lucinda Williams.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah.
Maybe a whole album.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Some hits. Why was it important to draw the line and advertise this week's show as all originals? Was it just a rights thing? They don't have the BMI stuff, so you can't do covers.
That might be a little bit of it, but it's also Tyson, and he is really, him and Sarah are both really big supporters of original art.
Yeah.
And original music, and they work really hard to create community and a scene.
Yep.
And
yeah,
give people things to do.
Was he a big part of the Back Alley Pub at one point too?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And he's got him and Sarah, I believe, have Electric City Creative, I think it's called.
And he does zines.
They put on some shows, and he's got photography zines.
Yeah.
And he's brought in some really good entertainment to this town. And
yeah.
So yeah, I think it was.
You wanted to rise to that, and
yeah.
it's also time. It was time for you to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When was the last all original show you did?
Probably last time I played Luna, but it wasn't all original. I was like, oh yeah, I got an hour's worth, and I practiced, and then I played it and got nervous and played fast, and I had all my originals that I had prepared for done in like a half hour.
Nice.
Like, well, I'll play some obscure covers.
Sure. Yeah. You pulled an Elvis.
Right. Yeah.
Come on, Ronnie. That's funny. In Great Falls, does an originals only bill feel like a creative choice, a commercial risk, or a statement of principle?
Yes.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Kind of all the above, right?
Yeah. But I think what I've seen, people, I think, get more excited for an all original show. Like, it's that people are coming out to see something different and to watch a band and to experience a band. And I'm going to leave it at that.
That was a big part of like Seth and you and Kyle coming together, was trying to, what do they call it? A scenius, right? Like this is where stuff starts coming together and it starts building. And,
yeah.
And I'm watching you do it at Elevation and through this basement and at the Keller Guys, that these things are happening, and we're proving a little more and more. It's the stuff I'm not going to ever not support.
Right.
Like I'm going to put it on this show. I'm going to put it on, we're bringing cool things here. Let's talk about it. Let's get people going. But I feel like more people are jumping on board than even a year ago. Would you say that's?
I think there's definitely some momentum. Yeah. And it ebbs and flows. When Mandy and I first moved here 13 years ago, like Mike Chassie had built a really good scene around the 406 Club.
Yep.
And then a little bit later on Machinery Row.
Yep.
And he was bringing in touring bands that were just
killer.
Outstanding. Yeah. Really, really good. And then that kind of bled over into the Back Alley Pub. And then COVID hit, and it just kind of wiped the slate clean. And I feel like it's building up from scratch. And, Chassis spent a ton of his own money. Like, he didn't we don't do this to make money, really.
Right.
It's nice, but,
Right. And that's the part. Like, I'm watching Seth put on the Mystery Box show, which I would consider a success.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I also know he probably lost some money on that one.
Yep.
Right.
But I think he made back more than he thought he would. He didn't lose as much money as he thought he might.
And I feel like we get that email list growing. Because there's a thing, I've been talking about it recently way too much. First of all, it's like, where do we go to let people listen to the music?
Yeah.
And that Mystery Box was the closest thing, other than turning up the volume so that you can't hear the dum-dum next to you.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily want that either.
Right, yeah.
Like, I want to hear Midnight Fist Fight at the level they want to play.
Yeah.
I want to hear the guy that, I don't even know if we could still talk about him. Yes, the mystery box guy. I don't know if we could post advertise for
Let's call him GC.
GC. But I got to see the very end of that, and I got to see a room full of like 45, 50 people paying attention. And the bar was open, but there was a decorum that was introduced.
He also demanded it. He opened the set in the audience. No microphone. He just walked up and had a conversation and walked the room and kind of introduced himself and his story and his background. And he did that for quite some time before he even got back up onto the stage and they started playing songs.
So he just spoke first. He didn't, because I missed. I was driving back from Virginia City.
Yeah. No, he got up there. He just walked right up to the front of the crowd, middle of the seats, off to the side, into the back, and he captured everybody's attention right out of the gate.
Brought him
in. Yeah, they didn't have much of a choice, not because he was forcing himself on them, but because his story was interesting.
Yeah,
and those people were there to see what
was going to be
what's
revealed.
going to be this show. Yeah, and I don't think anyone was disappointed. Like, it was an amazing show.
No, what I saw was fantastic.
Yeah.
But again, you play 45-minute sets, you let people get to the bar, you sit down, you be quiet again? I mean, is that I don't know what the model is, but I feel like you guys are getting closer.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can do it at an elevation yet.
Right.
Just different venues.
Yeah.
And different reasons for being places.
And I think that's, focusing on what does this venue lend itself to the best?
Right.
And then matching up the entertainment to that venue.
Yes.
And
you and I talk about this all the time too, because I have this weekly show at the SIP, and there's stuff that I'll do and there's stuff that I won't do.
Yeah.
And I could go ahead and get frustrated by that. I could get frustrated by people not listening. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's half and half. Sometimes, like Saturday, it was so loud for about a half hour, I couldn't even hear myself.
Yeah.
So but they're not there for me.
Yeah. They're there for
the whole
sipping.
The whole.
And you are part of that.
I'm part of it. I'm not saying I'm not. And I feel fairly important in that role.
Yeah.
But there's also just this moment of like, oh, this thing is, this crowd doesn't care about, I don't even know if they can hear right now.
Right.
So I guess I'll smile and look pretty and try to entertain the people right near me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not worth complaining about. You can feel not great about it if you want, but like, I know what I'm in for, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But it's also why I long to create these spaces. I'd love a show where you play, I play, Ryan Johnson plays, people that have originals.
Yeah.
A whole night of it. How great would that be?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And you sometimes you really got to dig to find the people doing original stuff out there. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
There's a nice surprise. I found a band out of Conrad. I think they asked us to play at Elevation or Kellergeist with them once. Andy P and the Symptoms, and Conrad's my hometown.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard of them before, and so before this, I saw like this band was playing at, I think the Branding Iron, like the bowling alley bar in Conrad. I'm like, whoa, there's a band in Conrad? What's going on? And I looked them up. I'm like, oh, they write their own stuff. They do plenty of covers, but the originals are like fantastic, and the recordings are well produced, and like
I love it.
Really good band. So we've gotten to play a couple shows with them now. So it's fun to.
When are they coming next?
I don't know. One of their band members is a farmer, so he's in the throes of harvest right now. But hope to get him back over here this fall.
Now listen, don't be mad that I'm looking at these questions, because a little off my game. We're a little early. We're taping. We're taping, baby.
Yeah.
What is Great Falls genuinely good at as a music town? And what do you think the city misunderstands about its own underground culture?
I don't know that it knows it has one.
Right.
I think there's a fair amount of a lot of population that comes and goes with the military base.
Yes.
And I think, I've met a lot of really good friends to this day that were just here for a short time because they were in the military, and then they moved on or retired, that I still keep in touch with. And like Danny Gass was one of those, fantastic musician that used to be here, and he was in several different projects while he lived there, and then he ended up moving away. So you lose that. So I think it's kind of that transient nature of big military population. And I think when there is something exciting happening, and they do hear about it, and just random people show up to a show they weren't expecting.
Right.
That's really cool, because they're like, oh, I didn't know this space was here, or that this band was from here. I didn't even know this was going on. And then they're good at continuing to support that.
Yes.
But the real trick is how do we get
in contact?
Get in contact and then keep in contact. Like, how do we even get the word out to people? And because more and more people are getting away from Facebook and social medias, which I would love to do that, but you
cannot.
It's a tool you got to use. When the Soap Girls came through, they that really cool women, like badasses. And so as a band, we got a talking to, like, you need to do better at social media. You just have to do it. And like, I'm like the only one in the band that really makes the content. She's like, well, do better. Like, okay, I'll try. Don't beat me up.
So they would beat you
awesome.
up.
But that's inspiring, like, yeah, it's a necessary evil, but
there's also more time on the bus.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, yes, you've made this risk that's all you're doing. You also now have the time for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I find so much of what I'm trying to do is a frustration, because, we work jobs.
Yeah.
And those jobs are not like, it's pretty all-encompassing work.
Mm-hmm.
So the extra time that I have to make a show, or have my buddies on, or support my friends, or write songs or shows, or whatever that's going to be, it gets drained a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's a big part of the show too, is how do you balance all this? How are you balancing all of this? What do you like?
I don't feel like I'm balancing it very well.
Me neither.
Right now. It's and then maintaining relationships too. Like, I know Shayna can get frustrated with me because I've got so many things going on, and I do my damnedest to communicate. Like, I'll put things in the calendar, but every once in a while something will slip, and it's like, oh my God, I forgot about this. And so communication with your partners is absolutely paramount.
Well, her being an artist too helps.
Yep.
She gets it.
Yep.
She knows the hustle.
Yeah. And that's one thing we're both really excited for, is once, we get moved and things hopefully simmer down a little bit this fall, going into next year, we're going to be living out of town. So we're going to have a little bit more time to just sit and play music and be more artistic and creative, rather than just running around.
React.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We can kind of take a step back and like, okay, what kind of music do we want to play? What do we want to do? we want to do something.
Yeah.
We're both like itching to get back to playing together. And
well, do you remember what I've been saying to you for as long as
yeah.
Like I think there's a really great group there.
Mm-hmm.
Duo, whatever you know.
Yeah. Yep.
I think there's something really special there waiting to happen. So I'm excited to see that happen for you too.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask you? If we're talking about a problem of doing original music, do you think it's lack of artists, rooms, promotion, audiences? What do you think it is?
I think it's a little bit of all that. There's not a whole lot of original bands left in this town.
Yeah.
We got a good solid foundation, some really talented cover bands that are just
absolutely
fantastic. And pre-pandemic and even 4 years ago, there was a good metal scene here, a lot of original
well, and anytime
bands.
metal comes through, I mean, those shows sell out more than most.
They do well, yeah. And it's been of the bands I've played in, I would not consider anywhere near metal, but we kind of get along and we can play a show with these bands, and it's adjacent, I guess you'd say. But, and that's fun because then you expose people that come to our shows might get to see something that they wouldn't necessarily come out for, and vice versa. And that's a kind of a win-win for everybody.
I know you got to go on a little bit, but I want to ask you, because your kid's a player too.
Yeah.
What would you, if he was listening to any advice about building, like let's say he wants to stay here forever, he commits himself to the 40-hour-a-week job, but how do I build a scene while I'm young and have that kind of energy? What would you tell the youths?
Find people that you really enjoy being around and that inspire you and are friends and creative partners first and musicians second.
Nice.
The musician part, I don't think some of the greatest bands out there had no idea how to play instruments.
The Breeders, right?
Yeah,
she taught her sister to play.
Yeah, like if you've got a passion,
you want the vibe.
Yeah.
You want the people that can hang.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be able to get along with the people you're going to be in a band with.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
But yeah, with that being said, Will, I think, would behoove him to get out of town, and I think he's got an opportunity to he's got an aunt and uncle that live out in Seattle that are willing to kind of help him, and they're very much into the music, film scene stuff out there, and I think that would be such a great opportunity, And as a dad, I'm like, God, I don't want to lose him to Seattle because I get to see him all the time here, but also as a parent, like I think it would be so wonderful for him to get out of Great Falls and go somewhere where there's more, that has more to offer.
You can always come back.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You can always quest and come back.
Yep.
Well, buddy, I know you got to rock it.
Cool.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And I'm excited about the show that I won't see. Yeah, so I hope you record it. And I'm excited about what the band's doing. I'm excited about all the things, and I'm just excited I get to see you on a regular basis. So
yeah. Thanks for all you do. I really appreciate you.
Take it. We did it. We're doing it, Cale.
Oh yeah.
How about that guy? Super talented. Another one of my really talented friends that I'm just happy to know, happy to have on the show, happy to talk about making meaning and how that can be. Thank you for joining tonight. As always, we'll meet next week, Tuesday, 6:00, and make some cool stuff out there. Make some meaning. I'll see you next week. Thank you.